Oh man, there's so many musicals for this category. Oh man. Tony Awards. Who's gonna win what in each nomination category? Well, here are my thoughts. Let's Chicle Chat about it.
Chicle!
Welcome to Chicle Chat. It's your boy Chicle. On Monday, May 9th, the Tonys have announced the category nominees for Best Musical, Best Choreography, Best Score, etc. Now, same with plays, but we're not talking about plays. I bet they were fun to watch. But we're all about the musicals here. So without further ado, let's break it down on every musical and every musical revival that's been nominated for the 75th Annual Tonys, which is going to be happening on June 12th around 5 p.m. Is it 5 p.m.? I want to say. It's going to be CBS and Paramount Plus. Let me know in the comments below if I'm incorrect. I'm just rushing through this video. I have a few predictions, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the thumbs up, and let's get this party started. Now, we need to talk about how many nominations that each musical and revival have received. So, the leading musical is A Strange Loop. I've listened to a few songs from the soundtrack from YouTube and whatever, and then I heard a little bit about A Strange Loop, and it seems like a really good musical. I just wanted to study some of these before making this video. That's why I'm taking some time. MJ and Paradise Square, which are new musicals this year, is going to have a total of 10 nominations each. We also have Company, which has the most nominations for a revival, which is going to have 9. We have Six the Musical with 8. Girl from the North Country with 7, which I'm really surprised that it has that many, considering it was kind of decent. Music Man with 6, Mr. Saturday Night with 5. We have Flying Over Sunset, which is 4, which is surprising because Flying Over Sunset only ran for about a month. It must have been that good despite the critiques. Caroline or Change has 3 nominations, and then we have 3 musicals that only got 1 nomination, and that is Diana the Musical, Funny Girl, and Mrs. Doubtfire. Funny Girl, I could tell that people really wasn't vibing with this revival, despite it being, not on Broadway after 60 years, And then with Mrs. Doubtfire, it has to do with the box office or something. But those were musicals that I wanted to see. I saw Diana on Broadway. I thought it was good, but I knew that there were some better musicals, and literally the only Tony nomination they got was Best Costume. Those are the nominations and the amount that they have. Now, let's break it down to every category from scenic design, orchestrations, actors, and best of the best. I'm going to leave a link in the description for either Playbill or the Tony Awards full list of who's being nominated for what, because I want to try to keep this video as short as possible, because man, there's a lot going on. Now, do note, there are some that I saw when I was still in New York, because this season, they're kind of combining some from 2020 and 2022. And I want everybody to know that my mind can change at this point, because we still have until the 12th of June. And, I could change my mind about what I'm saying, and what I may predict may not be the right pick. Because, again, I haven't seen everything in person, but I heard some stuff, so I'm just doing it based off of that. Plus, the musicals that I saw before the pandemic, such as Company, Girl from the Country, Diana, etc. Let's start off with Best Scenic Design. I want to say Company, because Company has this amazing setup. It's just super amazing. Best Costume, I was going to say Diana, but then I thought, you know what? I was been vibing with Six the Musical, so I'm going to say Six the Musical for costumes. The Queens look fire. I think it's going to go to them. Next up is Best Lighting Design. Again, when it comes to best sound and lighting and scenic design, it mostly goes to the same thing. So again, for lighting, I'm going to go with either Company or Six. I think that Six is like a concert kind of a vibe, and Company is just super satisfying to look at the effects on what they're doing. Next up is Best Sound Design, and I'm going to have to give it to Six because it's kind of like the concert vibe, like I mentioned earlier, like the pop star group concert kind of a vibe. Next up is Best Direction. Now, I'm only saying this because I saw this musical. I didn't see Strange Loop, but a lot of people that saw it think that it should go to the director of Strange Loop. But for now, I'm going to say Company, which is Marianne Elliott. I really liked how they made a gender swap of this revival. I think it's super genius. And I think she did a really amazing job with his vision. Best choreography. It's gonna be a two-way tie because I'm such a huge Michael Jackson fan. I'm gonna say it's MJ. I even saw the opening Beat It for one of the clips for the musical, and it looks fire. Miles Frost as Michael Jackson. He's a really great version of the Broadway Michael Jackson. And then there's the Music Man, which is completely different from Michael Jackson, obviously. You have like the pop, and then you have the classical choreography. I know a couple of friends who I used to go to school with who are extremely stupid talented dancers, and they're in the ensemble of the Music Man. So I don't want to say it because to sound biased and like, oh, this should win because my friends are in the musical. Because they're actually really great dancers who are part of the ensemble, which makes the musical strong. So I'm going to say it's tough between MJ and the Music Man. But I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit of Music Man because of some of the changes they made that makes the choreography work. Next up is Best Orchestrations. This could go down to either a Strange Loop or Six, but I wouldn't be mad if it was anything else because it's, you know, how you play it. I don't know. I want to say a Strange Loop just because it's like, I'm assuming that it's more of a musical than Six, when Six is like a concert. I don't know. Next up is Best Original Score. This is a three-way tie. The third one is going to be something I may or may not, you know, think of. But we have Six, the musical, A Strange Loop, and Flying Over Sunset. I could change my mind about Flying Over Sunset because Flying Over Sunset and the Sapphire Dragonfly are super beautiful songs. And then a Funny Money, which is a fun tap number. But I don't think it's going to stand up against Six the Musical because Six the Musical has been, you know, around for a few years now. And I think we're all used to the songs. But a lot of people are saying A Strange Loop for original score. And I know I've only heard a few songs like Inner White Girl and Intermission Song. And a few other examples. So, ooh, you know, the original score is going to be really hard to narrow down. Best Book. I think A Strange Loop. I really like the idea of what the musical is about. Paradise Square, and then, you know, there's no book for Six. Next up is Best Featured Actor. I want to personally just pull out Matt Doyle from Company. I saw him when he played Jamie in Company back in 2020, and I thought that he was phenomenal. Then when it comes to Best Featured Actress, Patti LuPone, there's no question about it. Next up, we have Best Leading Actor. And there's a few. I listed out Hugh Jackman, Miles Frost, and Chicle Spivey. A lot of people think that Chicle Spivey should win, but low-key, I just feel like Miles Frost should win the musical Tony Award for Best Leading Actor. Leading Actress, I put down Sutton Foster and Joaquina Calacango. She was in Paradise Square. And then we're going to the big ones. Best Revival and Best Musical. So for Best Revival, we have Caroline or Change, Company, and The Music Man. A Funny Girl is not nominated. I think the critics were too harsh on it. But again, I have not seen it or heard anything about it. Best Revival, you know, I saw one musical and I didn't see another one. I don't know what to say because I think they're both really good. I want to say Company, not just because it has the most nominations, but I think because of, like, they picked really good nominations for that. And then Music Man, oh my gosh, because I saw some clips and it looks really good. I wouldn't be mad if it's either one. I'm kind of slowly turning into Company, but I wouldn't be mad if it was Music Man either. I would be upset if it's Caroline or Change. And then finally, Best Musical, we have Six. We have Mr. Saturday Night, Girl from the North Country, which I don't think those two are really close to winning that, by the way. There's also Paradise Square. There's MJ, Six, and A Strange Loop. A lot of people are saying A Strange Loop will win the Best Musical Tony Award, but I wouldn't be upset if it's either Six or MJ. I'm really not sure how to narrow those three down. It's more down to Six and A Strange Loop. I'm kind of rooting more for Six, but that's just because I need to learn a little bit more about A Strange Loop. And like I said, I could change my mind because I'm still learning about Paradise Square and I'm still learning about A Strange Loop. But a lot of people are saying it, but for now, I want to say it's a three-way tie. Call me crazy, but A Strange Loop, MJ, and Six. Just let me know in the comments below, who do you think will win a Tony and which musical will win the Best Revival of a Musical and Best Musical. Oh man, there's some really good stuff, guys. And I mean, Mrs. Doubtfire definitely got robbed. Funny Girl, I heard it's a good musical, but I've heard critics really hated it. Like, they didn't nominate the leading actress, so that says a lot. And it's not even nominated for Best Revival, which is the only revival that's not nominated. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts about it. And again, it's on June 12th for the Tonys. So that's all the time that we have. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.